Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's YBP Gang, YBP Nation, YBP Boxing, YBP MMA. And I'm coming at y'all with a sad report coming, I believe, in the afternoon today of April 28th, Monday. Just got some unfortunate news that Francis Ngannou was involved in a motorcycle accident. You know, and the sad news coming out of this is that, unfortunately, a 17-year-old girl has died as a result of it. Reading the exact report, it says, according to several sources, the collision was violent, and Ngannou is said to have immediately rushed to her aid, personally transporting her to the General Hospital of Yaoundé. So that's in Cameroon, if you're not aware, known for its advanced medical facilities. Despite undergoing emergency surgery for several injuries to her leg and arm, Manuela sadly did not survive. The news of her passing has left her family in deep mourning. Sources close to Ngannou report that he is devastated by the incident and has taken full responsibility for covering all medical expenses. So obviously hit a young lady. It's a very unfortunate situation. Hit him with a bike. I'm not sure what would cause it to happen. Like, was he going too fast? Was he out of control? But we're dealing with, obviously, a teenager who has just passed away. So prayers for the family of the victim. Obviously, it looks like Ngannou is going to pay for medical expenses. Hopefully, takes it upon himself to organize, the funeral. Just do whatever he can, because this is a very unfortunate situation. This isn't, I think we really got to take into account, like, this is someone's life at hand. So I already see people, like, making jokes on the internet about it. It's a very serious situation, so we should treat it as such. And yeah, man, it sucks. Ngannou, not to lighten the situation, of course, on the family's part, with the teenager dying, but looking at it also from the other perspective, Ngannou, he's gone through a lot of stuff as well. He's lost a kid, had the whole debacle with the UFC, and now this is happening. So just a lot of going on with Ngannou, a lot of unfortunate things. So prayers for him and his mental health. Obviously losing your newborn, and now you're responsible for the death of a 17-year-old girl. It must hit hard for Ngannou. So prayers up to him. Ngannou's one of my favorite fighters of all time. I believe he's the greatest heavyweight champion of all time. So what he was able to do to Miocic, what he was able to do against Gane, revolutionizing his game, not going forward as not just a one-hitter quitter, but someone who could go out there and wrestle and do all these sorts of things. So he's someone, to me, he was like the leader really of that. Obviously Izzy came first, and then it was Izzy and Usman, Ngannou kind of came later. But I feel like Ngannou really, like, raised the stakes. I feel like he was that guy to me. He was a favorite of the trio for those guys. So I love how he's always humble, stayed true to himself, and bet on himself, obviously going to the PFL and fighting Tyson Fury and doing what he did there. So for as much triumph as he's had in his career, it's a lot of bad stuff going on recently. He was able to pick up the win against Hernan Ferreira, so that's really good. But again, another unfortunate situation. We don't know the details of it. Was Ngannou at fault here? Was it purely an accident? What exactly went on? We don't really know the details. So I guess we're waiting on a statement from Ngannou. And in the meantime, pray for Manuela, pray for her family. It's a tough situation, obviously. I pray for her parents, all that type of stuff. Prayers out to them, of course. And just a sad situation to hear Monday afternoon. But we gotta talk about this type of stuff, because I talked about when it came out that Adesanya was involved in some sort of, nothing to this extent, but a drunk driving incident, something like that. He was intoxicated, which could have ended up being as deadly as this. You know what I mean? So I'd like to hear if Ngannou was intoxicated or if something was going on there. But yeah, so I reported on that. That was the fight week of Strickland. I don't know if it was after or before. So we talk about these things. It's MMA related somewhat. So yeah, man. Pray, like I said, say it for the millionth time. Prayers out to Manuela and her family, and prayers to Ngannou and his mental health. And that's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully I come out with a more positive video, because we got Devin Haney's fight week against Jose Ramirez. We have Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero, and we have Teofimo Lopez going up against Arnold Barbosa Jr. But until then, leave a like on the video, subscribe. Peace out, most guard. You know what it is.